Yes, students. So we are reading the story that is A Letter to God written by G.L. Fuentes. So in the beginning part of the story, what we are told about that there is a house, a single house in the entire valley. Valley क्या होती है? जो पहाड़ों के बीच जो plain area होता है, that is called a valley. So it was on the crest of the low hill, on the top of the low hill. And from there, from the house, one could easily see the river, the field which was full of ripe corn dotted with flowers. Dotted with flowers means जो वहां पर corn की जो crop थी उन पर बहुत सारे फूल खिले हुए थे, and which was a symbol that the farmer he was going to get a good harvest. And the only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. That means the farmer, he was expecting to get a good downpour that season. Now we all know that how the farmers, they depend on weather condition. So that's why the farmer, whose name is Lencho, he was also expecting a good downpour or at least a shower. Shower means mild rain. And throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. So now, as the cornfields were full of the flowers, Lencho also expected good downpour. So the whole morning, he stood there. Who knew his fields intimately means very closely. वो अपने खेतों को बहुत अच्छे से पहचानता था और उसे ये पता था कि अब उसके खेत में सबसे जो बड़ी जरूरत थी वो थी पानी की, अच्छी बारिश की. So that day he had done nothing else, but he kept on looking towards the sky. In which direction? He kept on looking towards the northeast direction because he was expecting the clouds to come from that direction, bringing good rain. So while he was looking at that direction, he said, now we are really going to get some water, woman. Now woman here probably it is referred to his wife, Lencho's wife. तो अपनी वो wife से क्या कहता है कि हो सकता है इस season हमें अच्छी बारिश देखने को मिले. We are really going to get some water. The woman who was preparing supper replied, yes, God willing. So supper क्या होता है? जो evening meal होती है, dinner के लिए जो खाना तैयार किया जाता है उसे supper कहते हैं. And while she was preparing, she said, yes, God willing. कि ये सब कुछ God के ऊपर depend करता है. अगर भगवान की इच्छा होगी तो जरूर अच्छी बारिश होगी. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all. So the older boys and the younger ones, they are the children of Lencho. So the older ones, so जो बड़े बच्चे थे, they were working in the field, वो खेतों में काम कर रहे थे. While the smaller ones, they were playing near the house until the woman called to them all. So the woman, that means who was working there in the kitchen, she had prepared the dinner and she called all of them to come for the dinner. And she said, come for dinner. It was during the meal that just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. Now, हमें ये पता है कि how farmers' life, it depends on the weather condition, rainfall condition. So as they were about to begin with their dinner, as Lencho has also predicted means अनुमान लगाना, speculated that they were going to have good rain that day. Big drops of rain began to fall और बारिश शुरू हो गई, बड़ी-बड़ी जो थी बारिश की बूंदें गिरने लगी. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. So we have read earlier that how Lencho was continuously looking towards the northeast direction, and now they could see that huge mountains of cloud. So यहाँ mountains of cloud means घने काले बादल जो थे उमड़ पड़े थे. They could be seen approaching from that direction. The air was fresh and sweet. अब बोलोगे मैम एयर कैसे स्वीट होती है? ना जब बारिश की बूंदें जब गिरती हैं मिट्टी पर, मिट्टी से एक सौंधी सौंधी खुशबू फैलती है ना. So that way the air was now pleasant and sweet with the smell of the mud. और मिट्टी की वो भीनी भीनी खुशबू जो थी वो हवा में फैल रही थी, एंड thus it was pleasant, it was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5." So the man, as he was about to have the dinner, he went outside. और किस लिए गया बाहर? Just to have the pleasure of feeling the rain. वो बारिश को enjoy करने के लिए बाहर चला गया. And when he returned, he exclaimed with joy, "These aren't the raindrops." कि ये सिर्फ raindrops नहीं है जो बारिश की बूंदें जो आसमान से गिर रही हैं, falling from the sky. They are new coins. So here the author has used metaphor. बारिश की बूंदों को किससे कंपेयर किया गया है? न्यू कॉइन्स. The use of metaphor is there, and metaphor क्या है? It's a comparative device where one element is compared to another. So new coins को बारिश की बूंदों से कंपेयर करते हुए दिखाया गया है. And what else he said? The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. Now why he said so? Because it shows the confidence of Lencho that how he was going to have good profit that year. As ये जो बारिश की बूंदे थी उसमें उसको क्या दिखाई दे रहा था? बड़ी बड़ी बूंदे 10 pieces of 10 cents से वो कंपेयर करता है और छोटी छोटी बूंदों को 5 cents से कंपेयर करता है. So here he is actually that saying that he was definitely going to have good harvest, and then they would yield good profit from the harvest. So लेंचो जो था बहुत खुश था. ये जो बारिश हो रही थी इससे उसे अच्छा हार्वेस्ट मिलने वाला था, उसकी फसल बहुत अच्छी होने वाली थी और जिसकी वजह से उसे अच्छा प्रॉफिट होने वाला था. So with a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. So he felt really satisfied when the rain started to fall on the ground and touch his fields. He could see his ripe corn with flowers, and he felt as if the whole field, it was draped. Draped means covered with the rain. उसका खेत जो था वो पूरा पानी से जैसे भर गया था. उसको और क्या चाहिए था? यही तो चाहिए था. And God has granted his will. भगवान ने उसकी इच्छा पूरी कर दी थी. अब उसके खेत में जो फसल थी उसको पानी मिल चुका था. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. लेकिन to Lencho's surprise, अचानक से जो बारिश हो रही थी उसके साथ साथ तेज हवाएं चलने लगी. A strong wind began to blow, and along with that, बारिश के साथ साथ और क्या हुआ? Large hailstones began to fall. Hailstones आपने देखा होगा जो ओले होते हैं. बारिश के साथ साथ कई बार बर्फ के टुकड़े गिरते हैं, हम उसे कहते हैं ओले. इंग्लिश में कहते हैं hailstones. And those hailstones, which were large in size, began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. वो जो hailstones थे उनका साइज जो था वो वाकई सिल्वर कॉइन्स की तरह लग रहे थे. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Again देखिए metaphor का use किया गया है. Frozen pearls to hailstone. Hailstone को frozen pearls कहा गया है कि वो जो बर्फ के टुकड़े जो ओले गिर रहे थे, जो boys थे, they just ran out in the rain और वो उन बर्फ के टुकड़ों को कलेक्ट करने लगे. They were extremely happy to see the hailstone. But Lencho, he was not happy. उसका जो था खुशियां जो थी उसकी वो सैडनेस में टर्न हो गई क्योंकि उसने क्या देखा? It really getting bad now. So वो क्या कहता है? It is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man with sadness. I hope it passes quickly. Now जब खेतों में फसल तैयार होती है ना और अगर इस तरह से ओले गिरने लग जाएं वो फसल को बर्बाद कर देती है और इसीलिए लेंचो he was now worried. It did not pass quickly. Lencho thought that this hailstone would stop now, but ऐसा नहीं हुआ. वो ओले गिरने बंद नहीं हुए. For an hour, the hail rained on the house and the garden and the hillside and the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. So वो hailstones जो थे वो उन्होंने क्या किया था, वो चारों ओर बारिश के साथ गिर रहे थे, गार्डन में, हिल साइड पर, कॉर्नफील्ड्स पर, पूरी वादी जो पूरी वैली थी, it was just filled with hailstone and it seemed as if जैसे किसी ने salt की चादर बिखेर दी हो. It seemed like salt was scattered all over the valley. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. और उस hailstone का क्या impact हुआ? वहां पर जितने भी पत्ते थे पेड़ों पर वो सब झड़ गए. The corn was totally destroyed. जो खेत में जो कॉर्न की फसल उगी हुई थी वो पूरी तरह से बर्बाद हो चुकी थी. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness now. He was extremely disappointed. He was disheartened to see that how his crop, it was destroyed by the hailstone. When the storm has passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, a plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn. Now देखिए क्या कहता है लेंचो, that when the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field. वो अपने खेतों के बीच जाकर खड़ा हो गया, and there he saw the condition of the field and he was disheartened. His heart was filled with sadness. He broke and he said that a plague of locusts. Locust देखिए क्या होता है? These are insects which fly in the big swarm group. ये जो locust होते हैं ये group में आते हैं और वो खेतों को बर्बाद कर जाते हैं. But Lencher said that a plague of locusts would have left something in the field. But the hailstorm, it has destroyed everything. Nothing was left behind after the rain. उसकी सारी मेहनत, the hard work that he had done was all destroyed. And he said, this year we will have no corn because there was no harvest left. सारी फसल बर्बाद हो चुकी थी. That night was a sorrowful one. It was definitely a painful night for all of them. All our work for nothing, Lencho said, क्योंकि सारी मेहनत जो थी, it had gone into vain. It was useless then. There's no one who can help us. We'll all go hungry this year. So Lencho was in a desperate state at that time. He was in a hopeless state of mind क्योंकि वो परेशान था. The field was destroyed at that time. Nothing was left behind in the field and the harvest was all destroyed. So he knew that they would go hungry that year. Now students, there are some questions for oral comprehension check that we will do later on. So this would be homework for you. We will be discussing it tomorrow in the class, right? So let's continue with the story. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. So all those people who lived there in that house, that means solitary house means the lonely house, because in the beginning of the story we have read that on the top of the hill there was just single house and that was of Lencho. So the people who were there in the house, the members of the house, in their hearts, they had one hope, only one hope, that was help from God. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say, no one dies of hunger. Now, Mexico जो है वहां पर ऐसा मानते हैं लोग कि भगवान कभी किसी को तकलीफ में देखते हैं, तकलीफ में अकेला नहीं छोड़ते हैं. And that's why God is always there to help people. And even if anyone faces complete loss, they say that no one dies of hunger. कोई भी भूखा नहीं रहता है. So that's what they say. They means the people of that area वो इस बात को मानते हैं कि God is always there. He is looking after them, and that's why no one dies of hunger. कोई भी भूख से कभी नहीं मरता है. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God. whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. So लेंचो के जो हार्ट है, it is filled with hope and faith in God, and the only hope that he had is the help from God. And what he believes कि जो God की आंखें हैं वो सब कुछ देखती हैं. What has been instructed means जो हमेशा से लोगों ने बताया है, जो लेंचो सुनता आया है हमेशा से, that God sees everything, भगवान सब कुछ देखते हैं. And what is deep in one's conscience, conscience क्या होता है? The inner sense of right and wrong. हिंदी में कहते हैं जो हमारा विवेक होता है, जो हमें सही और गलत के फर्क को समझाता है, उसे हम कहते हैं कॉन्शियंस. प्लीज मार्क द स्पेलिंग एंड द प्रोनाउंसिएशन. इसे कॉन्शियंस नहीं बोलना है. द प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज कॉन्शियंस, राइट बेटा? सो it is an inner sense which tells you what is right and what is wrong. So God can even understand what is deep inside in one's conscience. जो आपके अंतर मन में आप क्या सोचते हो, भगवान को वो भी पता है. He sees everything. So Lencho has deep faith in God. He had the firm faith. Lencho was an ox of a man. Ox of a man. See this phrase? It means that Lencho, he was a hard working man. वो एक बहुत मेहनती इंसान था. जैसे कि ऑक्स जो है खेतों में बहुत मेहनत से काम करते हैं. So the author has compared him with an ox. He was like an ox because he was a very hard working person, working like an animal in the field, but still he knew how to write. So although he was a very hard working man, but somewhere he knew how to write. वो थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ लिख सकता था. So the following Sunday at daybreak means at sunrise, सुबह उठते ही, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. So the next Sunday, what he did, he woke up early at sunrise and then he wrote a letter. He began to write a letter which he wanted to carry himself to the town post office and post it. And to whom the letter was addressed? It was addressed to God. उसने भगवान को चिट्ठी लिखी थी. क्या लिखा था उसने? God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes because the hailstorm and so on. So उसने भगवान को चिट्ठी लिखी. See the faith that he had in God. उसे पूरा यकीन था कि God उसकी हेल्प के लिए जरूर आएंगे, और इसलिए उसने चिट्ठी भी लिखी. और चिट्ठी में क्या लिखा? That if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. He desperately wanted help from God, otherwise the whole family would die of hunger that year. And he wrote that he needed 100 pesos. Pesos जो है Latin American countries जैसे जो Mexico है, वहाँ की जो countries हैं, वहाँ पर ये currency चलती है. So he asked for 100 pesos from God. And he said, in order to sow my field again, कि उसे दोबारा अपनी field में crop को sow करना है. So to live until the crop comes, और जब तक कि अगेन दूसरी हार्वेस्ट तैयार नहीं हो जाती, उसे अपनी लाइवलीहुड के लिए वो पैसे चाहिए. बिकॉज द हेल स्टॉर्म, बिकॉज इट हैड डिस्ट्रॉयड एवरीथिंग. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled went to town. उसने भगवान को चिट्ठी लिखी और ऑन टॉप उसने एड्रेस पे क्या लिखा? When we write a letter and we put it in an envelope, we write the address. जिसको हम चिट्ठी लिखते हैं उसका एड्रेस हम ऑन टॉप पे लिखते हैं. And what he wrote? He wrote to God on top of the envelope. And then he walked towards the town, but still troubled. He was still worried. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. Now, जब आप एक एन एनवलप में चिट्ठी डालते हो तो आपको ना स्टैम्प भी लगाना होता है. स्टैम्प टिकट आपको पोस्ट ऑफिस से खरीदना होता है एंड आपको उसे पेस्ट करना होता है. So he put that stamp on the letter and then he dropped it into the mailbox. One of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to the boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. So जो postman था, उसने जब post mail box से चिट्ठी निकाली, उसने उस चिट्ठी को देखा तो वो बहुत हंसने लगा. Why? Because it was addressed to God. उसने ऐसा एड्रेस कभी नहीं देखा था, उसने ऐसी चीज कभी नहीं देखी थी. कभी कोई इस तरह से गॉड को चिट्ठी लिखता है? नो वन राइट्स. सो ही स्टार्टेड लाफिंग हार्टली. वो जोर जोर से दिल खोल के हंसने लगा. एंड ही शोड हिम द लेटर. सो उसने अपने बॉस को वो चिट्ठी दिखाई. नेवर इन हिज करियर एज अ पोस्टमैन हैड ही नोन दैट एड्रेस, and he had never seen earlier such kind of a letter addressed to God. उसने ऐसा एड्रेस कभी नहीं देखा था. And he started making fun of the letter. The postmaster, so जो postman था, वो letter, उसका boss कौन है? Postmaster. So post office में जो main head होता है वो होता है postmaster. He brought that letter to the postmaster. The postmaster, he was a fat, amiable. Amiable means very friendly and pleasant personality hona. So this postmaster, he was a fat and amiable fellow, also broke out laughing. So ये जो इंसान था ये भी जोर जोर से हंसने लगा. But almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk commented. So पहले, how did the postmaster react? He also started laughing. But the next moment he became serious. उसकी जो हंसी थी वो गायब हो गई थी. And he started tapping the letter on the desk and said, commented means he said, what faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God. So he said that I had the faith of the man. और वो विश करता है कि देखो कितना भरोसा है इस इंसान को गॉड पे. He was surprised to see the faith of the man in God, and he wished that he also had such kind of faith, starting up a correspondence with God. Correspondence means when you communicate through the exchange of letters, right? So correspondence का मतलब होता है जब आप किसी के साथ बातचीत शुरू करते हो through letters. That is called a correspondence. And this man was surprised to see Lencho's letter, who was addressed to God, that how much faith the person had in God that he has started a correspondence with God. So in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. He was moved by the gesture of the person who had written the letter, gesture of Lencho. And postmaster, he came up with an idea. उसके मन में एक आइडिया आया और वो क्या था? He wanted to answer the letter. वो चाहता था कि इस इंसान का जो भरोसा है वो भगवान से टूटे नहीं. And इसीलिए उसने decide किया that he would reply to the letter of Lencho on behalf of God. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. So जब postmaster ने, when he opened the letter, it was evident. Evident means clear. It was clear on seeing the letter, reading the letter, कि सिर्फ जवाब देना काफी नहीं होगा. More than goodwill. Goodwill means the good gesture of replying, ink and paper. कि सिर्फ इच्छा शक्ति होना और एक इंक और पेपर काफी नहीं था उस इंसान की मदद करने के लिए. Because there was something else. And what was that? Because Lencho, he needed money. So अगर पोस्ट मास्टर को उस चिट्ठी का रिप्लाई करना था, he should also have to send money to Lencho. So that's why he said that if he needed something, it was needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. So what was that more that was required? The money that Lencho had asked. But he stuck to his resolution. Stuck to his resolution means the decision जो उसने लिया था, he stuck to it. He did not change his mind. He still wanted to help Lencho. He asked for money from his employees. Now postmaster, वो भी बहुत अमीर आदमी तो था नहीं, so उसने help मांगी अपने employees से भी. He himself gave a part of his salary and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. So he asked for money from his employees, जो उसके co-workers थे, colleagues थे. He asked help from them as well, and he asked them to part with some money, some amount of money, so that they can help Lencho. He also gave some part from his salary. उसने अपनी salary में से भी कुछ पैसे जोड़े. उसके कुछ दोस्तों ने भी, they were also obliged. Obliged means ready to do the favor. उसके कुछ दोस्त भी तैयार हो गए थे to help Lencho to give something for an act of charity. कि charity के लिए, इस kind gesture के लिए, those friends were also ready to help the postmaster. So this way, a good amount was collected. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. Now see, they all had collected money, but still they were not able to arrange the amount that Lencho has asked. He had asked for 100 pesos, and he was only able to send the amount that was more than a half. अब 100 का half कितना होता है? 50. That means 50 plus something. He was able to arrange money, and he decided to send it to the person. So he put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as signature, God. Now remember what he had said, that he did not want to shake the writer's faith in God. इस चिट्ठी लिखने वाले का जो भरोसा था भगवान पर, वो उसे तोड़ना नहीं चाहता था. And that's why उस चिट्ठी पर उसने अपना नाम नहीं लिखा. उसने क्या लिखा? God. That means the money was sent by God. So here we see that how this man, the postmaster, he was a very kind man, a generous man, who on reading the letter written by Lencho wanted to help Lencho. But somewhere he was also helpless because he was not able to arrange the whole amount asked by him. But still he decided to send the money that they had collected, and it was just more than the half amount. And then he puts the money in the envelope, and he addressed the letter to Lencho, and he signed as God. So this way he helped the person who has actually written the letter here. So here we come to the second part, the end of the second part of the story. So now I am going to stop here today.